Hello, traders. Welcome back to the Four Traders. Welcome on today's special live stream, should I say, because you're probably not really used to having a live stream on Monday. But yesterday I got a problem with tire on my car, so I was stuck 200 kilometers away from Prague. So I wasn't able to do the Sunday focus. And to be fair, I haven't been really looking at the charts yet today because I got plenty of things uh, to fix except trading. So yeah, I was standing on the sidelines mostly today. I took one trade that very risky one that finished me passing the first phase of challenge on TFT. So that's it. But yeah, let's get into the real side of trading because we need to do the preparation. We need to prepare for the upcoming 4 days basically, because today probably we're not gonna take any trade, but we'll see. By the way, some of you were asking me if it was really Raphael Kimmel right here in the studio. Then yes, he was. Last Friday he was right here, sitting and trying the studio. So that was amazing. It was really a pleasure to meet him. He's a really good guy, really humble guy. And then we got a Four Traders meetup. So to all of you that were on the meetup, thank you so much again for coming to Prague and actually participating on the meetup. It was absolutely amazing. We got a trading bell, which was pretty interesting, should I say. I've never done anything like this before, but we were basically battling for 100k, 50k, 25k, and 10k challenge. Um, I won the whole battle, but I was going to the whole competition with a very clear plan, which was securing a small profit, because I was expecting that majority of participants will probably be too aggressive and not really gonna make a big profit, but they will likely end up in a loss. So I was trying to play it in a um, very passive way, should I say, and that played out. So I gave out the 100k challenge to the person that was on a second place. Very very good meetup and very entertaining Friday evening, I would say. But now let's get back to the real side of trading, which is going to be creating a plan and preparing for the upcoming 5 days. We'll go through the most important things, which will be the chart itself, going through the fundamental analysis, and going through the order flow. But let me check the comments if we have anything special here. Hi, Ian. Ciao, what's up? Hi, Ian, let's go. I cannot wait for a new year. Why? Why are you so excited about the new year? That's really what sounds interesting to me. Kazma was the biggest surprise, I guess. Yeah, it was also a little bit of a surprise for me actually, because I didn't know. I heard it from basically Jacob like 5 minutes before he appeared. So that was a funny thing. But yes, that was great. I didn't know that he was a trader, so definitely good to know, or at least interesting to know, should I say. But anyways, let's check the chart. I will go back to my checklist, which contains Bybit chart, Euro USD, Gold, DXY, just the standard pairs that I really trade all the time. So let's start on EU, because EU got rejected absolutely perfectly from the level that I was posting right here. It swept the liquidity above the high here, and we are getting a really nice move down. So basically the internal structure, I would actually be moving the structure to around here, because we'll get there. But you know what, we can keep the structure now here in terms of the 4 hour. We can definitely put the internal high, because that one is formed already. This is the TA from last week, if you guys remember. This needs to be on a 4 hour time frame. So yeah, this is it. But now if you go down to the 15 minute, this is where it's becoming more interesting, I would say. The strong glow, we can definitely move this to a different level, because now it's not really relevant down here anymore. We can delete this. We can keep this block here, because we won't forget about it. And yeah, let's mark out the chart. So, in my opinion, if you look at the chart this way, this is the overall structure. Weak high, this gives you your strong low down there. Here. And now the interesting things gonna start happening, because this moved to a not break even, POS. This is now gonna be a strong high. This wasn't even a retracement to a 382. So the 382 not tapped yet. We can't really place weak low yet. So currently this is the structure, right? In terms of the internal structure, how I would personally view this is that we swept basically this low, we swept the liquidity, then we broke it eventually. So this is going to be an IBOS, internal break of a structure, which leaves you the high, low, high, low, high, low, high. So the new IBOS is now going to be here. I'm always starting from the point where it flipped, and then you can really easily find a high and a low basically. If you are in a check course, you know how to use this. It's a mechanical approach, pretty easy to use. But this leaves you the internal high. The internal low is not really formed yet, I would say. No, not yet. So we can't really mark it. The level where you will be looking for potential short is quite clear. That is really going to be up here. So this is like the first zone where I would start looking for a short level, because this gives you a pretty clear idea where the fair value gap is. It gives you a pretty good idea where was the previous supply. Everything is kind of clearly formed. So at daily point of control, the price probably will be moving up here, just to retest this level. Because I will be 18 and I will be able to open a trading account. Okay, so now it makes sense. I was thinking that you are the type of guy that's gonna say, okay, from the new year, I'm gonna start working hard. I hate this type of people, because usually they are like, yeah, I'm gonna start working hard, but they actually do work hard for 1 or 2 weeks and then they go back to normal mode. So, yeah. If you are waiting for becoming 18, then it makes sense. And good luck with your trading career. I would just say go very slowly and try not to lose a lot of money from the beginning, because then it's always harder and harder to get back, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is the fair value gap, the level where we could potentially expect some reaction. Anyways, you are hitting a very big support now, and you may be wondering, like, what is the support, why I'm expecting a bounce. I'm not saying I'm expecting the bounce really, but if you look at this, like the 05 is mitigated. The 618 and the 66 is gonna be the next target, I would say. I'm not really a big user of Fibonacci anymore, because I replaced it with a different approach. But if you go down to the 15-minute, you will also find a confluence with the demand. The demand is right here. This is the fair value gap that I'm expecting basically being filled. Maybe the half of it, because a lot of people use the half of the gap, which is gonna be probably around here, was filled. Was it? Let me check. Look at this. Look at this. Already 24 pips. Anyways, I would expect price to go lower still, to the 618 and a 66, so probably around here. And then I'm gonna start collapsing the trade, because I still have a very, very small position open from the risk position. Sorry guys, I can't speak. From the risky position that I took, was really just about sweeping the liquidity and then moving out of this zone. So I could say like a breakout trade, but just going with local trend. That's really about it. But I would be paying attention to this level, and I'm expecting a decent bounce out of this zone. Let's see how that goes. That will be the local plan. Cool. So this is really about it. The first level and the first plan on EU. Overall, just pay attention to the reaction that we're gonna get here, because we want to go more in depth. So we will open the prime market terminal and we will just read the news that we are expecting the upcoming week. How many people do we have? We got 65 people on the stream. You know what I will do? I will just post this to Twitter, because a lot of people probably don't know about it. Am I logged in? No. Guys, give me just 1 second. I will post this to Twitter so we can get more people in. By the way, did I announce this to the Discord? Check in the chat. But it seems like I didn't. I was posting it to somewhere. I'm not sure where though. Here. Let's just announce that we are live. Cool. God looks like some crypto shitcoin. Yeah. When do we go skiing? I mean, we can go soon, but don't really have a time for skiing. That's the bad thing about it. Just work too hard and too much. Anyways, we are back. So let's check the prime market terminal. Because the DXM starts to flip. Let's open it now. Still loads up. We are kind of a break even. The good thing is, or good or bad, it depends on if you are long or short. Seeing the flip means that more people are becoming bullish on EU chart. So I would actually look for either like deeper movement lower, because you want to go against 90% of people, and if we know that now they are flipping more to the long side, we want to go long, right? You see the clear flip after the weekend today, which today is 4th of December. We got a flip from basically 56 short, 44 long to around 55 long, 45 short. I would expect deeper reaction or deeper movement lower on EU. This is just the first level you need to be aware of. Overall, EU is likely to fall lower. My honest opinion about it. If you look at the events this week, then basically the major events that you need to be paying attention to is going to be the PMI tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yes, Tuesday. Wednesday, we got a crude oil inventories that will also have some impact. What else? Jobless claims, and we got a non-farm payrolls, NFP. That's gonna be the major news event this week. So the forecast is 180. I will do some prediction on the NFP to pay Discord in my community at the end of the week, so you'll be able to know. By the way, who is using the CV Martin with our logo? Take that off, or I'm gonna ban you from the channel right now. Because there is no CV Martin in our team, and then people are getting confused who is not and who it is, or who is. What's with BDC? I will check the BDC. I noticed that the PMT uses probably the same data for the XM as MyFX book does for the sentiment outlook, which is free. I mean, could be possibly the PMT is all about like putting the data that are kind of available everywhere into one like user-friendly environment. That's really what it's all about. Um, it's helpful. Like if you are on a budget, don't buy it. If you are not on a budget and you make a living from trading, then this really can help you a lot. If you look at a COT, which is the leverage report, then we see majority of the banks or hedge funds, they are starting to be long on long on dollar, kind of even on euro, meaning that dollar index should probably be looking higher or going higher from the data that we got, meaning EU will probably be moving lower overall this week. So basically the bias that I would have is looking lower for potentially all the way down, filling the gap down to around 1068. Basically back down to this red zone. We can write it down, but considering the plan, I would be definitely bearish. Considering the local MS plus fundamentals from the previous week. Looking lower. Overall on EU chart down to 107 basically. That's the overall plan and target for this week. All right, cool. So that's really about it. We got a naked POC 1 and 2 potential targets for the EU chart. In terms of the 15-minute, really this is the local level now. Plenty of liquidity will be sitting above here. But overall, I would firstly be looking to around here. That will be the target number 1 for me. Okay, let's look at the gold. Because gold... This is too old. It's definitely not from previous week. As you can see, gold swept the liquidity from all the highs that we got here and created a new all-time high. This rejection is quite major though. And I'm not really paying attention to the fundamentals today behind the gold, and I don't really know about them. I don't really know about the geopolitical events or situation, what it is now on gold, but this looks really crazy and not really normal. So overall, my plan on gold is really to just stay on the sidelines this week. You are probably not really expecting this, you are not really waiting for this, but this is really my plan, and I want to keep gold being gold and just rather focus on Bitcoin and EU. That's really what I'm gonna be doing in the upcoming 4 days basically. So this is the first level, but after seeing such a huge reaction, I would be cautious. I would be really cautious on gold. Let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin will do more in-depth analysis here. So looking at Bitcoin, it's filling this big wick, big inefficiency. It's basically filled. So if you look at this, it was partially filled, usually what you would expect. Which means that I would start looking for a move down from a Bitcoin chart, looking for some retracement. What needs to happen first though is that we need to analyze this local range up here and what we can expect from there. Bitcoin locally bounced from this level here. Okay, so this is where we locally got the bounce. If you look at naked point of control, then we don't really have any below us, or yes, actually we do have at 39k, which could overall potentially be the target for the overall retracement. But locally, what is happening here? Let's open the exo charts. By the way, if anyone is wondering, this is not a computer that I use normally for my trading. This is just a streaming slash content computer or MacBook that we use. It's loading up. Okay. Oh yeah, plenty of longs entering the market. I would expect personally that Bitcoin is gonna get a move down, but this wasn't a high yet. I would be looking for sweeping either this, more likely the high that is here, and then potentially going short. So that is currently my plan. That is currently what I'm looking for on a BTC chart. But basically getting somewhere around here, creating the high. More likely somewhere like this, considering the time. But creating the high and then going short, it's obviously going against the trend. The question is, your opportunity for BTC trade was here today. This could have been a potential position. Okay, so after basically closing this trade value area candle, I would be looking for 1/2. So yeah, for something like this, most likely. Something like this, that would be my plan on a BTC chart. Am I in? No, I'm not. It's a bit too risky, I would say. But overall this week, what I would expect, just looking for a potential retracement zone. I would be looking for basically the 382 is tapped, as you can see. Look at this way. Yeah, the 382 is tapped. There is this big gap that is still untapped. So if Bitcoin really sweeps the high and starts to go down, this could be the target of 40,400. But the 42k zone is a decent resistance that I will be aware of. Do we have any questions about what I covered? What do you think about the GBP JPY? Is it a good pair to trade? I don't really have a lot of experience. I can't really tell you, but I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be a good pair to trade. What do you think about the massively going up in this trade? What do you mean? Oh, what do you think about the net longs massively going up? Net longs. What do I think about that? I told you basically when I pulled this gives you the CVD gives you like the total of the net longs basically. If the CVD is positive, the net longs will be there too. So let's say it this way. Was the reason? I don't know if there was any fundamental reason. The TA reason was here though, so it was a technical reason that Bitcoin is coming up. It's clear a trend. Always stick to trend. And this trade is also likely to play out, to be fair. Is there any potential re-entry? I don't really think so, because if price really starts to go down again, then it becomes like not so high probable that the trade will play out, but yeah, you know the plan. Most interesting and the best pair that I'm paying attention to or being aware of now is the EU. How many trades you have per week? Depends. Say from like 5 to 10, maximum 15 trades. Usually just like 5 to 10 maximum. Alright. we covered everything that we wanted to, I guess. The plan on Bitcoin is clear, covered. Zones are also clear, so you know the plan for upcoming days. EU is the cleanest pair that I would probably trade in your case, or that's what I'm planning to do. Do whatever you want, of course. and yeah, that's about it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for participating on stream. Once again, thanks all that really joined us on the live trading meetup or on the For Traders meetup. That was very, very, very good. We appreciate it a lot. And the next meetup will likely be in Dubai. So stay tuned if you are from Dubai or you know anyone in Dubai. Then stay tuned. More info to come very soon. So thank you so much, and see you tomorrow in the group where I will be posting some TA and some intraday